Hi, good afternoon. My name is Katia Acosta. I am studying international relationships. I am actually in sixth semester, and today we are going to be reviewing a very interesting subject, which is Mexico's international treaty with the U.S. and how this is being affected through Donald Trump's era, which we all know is the United States president. Mexico's international trade policies has changed a lot throughout the years, and it is important that we all notice this change. As we all know, Mexico has numerous trade agreements with other countries, and they have been signed throughout various years. This has led for a substantial trade liberalism, and all of the presidents of the countries are aware of this. With every trade policy, we all know that this will have an impact in the country's economy either for good or bad. This can either affect sometimes during the year in a very positive way and also in a negative way. Now, I would also like to talk a little bit about how the President of the United States, which is Donald Trump, has been affecting in different ways, not just in Mexico's economy, but also in the U.S. economy. Donald Trump is impacting in the economy so many ways that we don't know. Donald Trump doesn't like Mexico, and we knew that from the beginning when he started his campaign. He made sure for the hatred of him towards the Mexican was known. He is wanting to shut all business off with Mexican, all culture, and all immigrants in the United States to be sent back to their territory. Now, it is also important that this is just a way for him to make sure that America becomes great again. Donald Trump has not thought any of the things that he is offering through. He doesn't imagine in what way this is affecting not just the US but also Mexico and its economy. As we know, Mexico and the US are neighbors, and a lot of the things that are exported and imported are affecting the economy in the most positive way available that has been done through the different years. And they have been creating a good economical structure. The thing that I have seen is that Donald Trump is trying so hard to build a wall without taking into consideration how this is going to affect in a negative way not just Mexico, but also the United States. Now, we also know that Donald Trump has come into the considerations that he believes that us Mexicans are the ones that need to pay for this wall, due to that we are the ones that are robbing from their economy. Donald Trump's victory for the U.S. president pushed the Mexican peso to a historic low. This has been shown throughout the different months of that he has lasted in his power as president. Now, the president also promised to renegotiate or end the North American Free Trade Agreement, as we all know as NAFTA, stop the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and also influctuate with the immigrants and dreamers that we have in the U.S. He has also made comments on taking all of the dreamers away and have them sent back to Mexico without understanding that that is a high population of the U.S. Donald Trump has also considered, and I think it is a very ironic way, that he is wanting to take all of the business that the U.S. has here in Mexico, all of their businesses, all of their economies, or all of their different infrastructures that we have here, and he is not noticing that that is going to affect also Mexico's economy and the U.S. because, as we all know, a lot of the companies that are in the U.S. bring their work and their job to Mexico because it is a cheaper way, and that they are able to go ahead and have it done more efficiently. The way the U.S. companies make the business here in Mexico has shown a lot of improvement, not just for Mexico's economy, but also for the U.S. Basically, what I think is that the decisions that Donald Trump has made throughout this year of him being elected as president has been affecting not just in how Mexicans believe in the government of Mexico, but also in the U.S. Mexicans have given so much to the U.S., and they are expecting for it to give a little bit back that they need. Also, I think that this is affecting not just the internal but the external balance of the U.S. Also, the best solution I see is that what Donald Trump needs to do is that he did earlier this year, he met up with Enrique Peña Nieto and he talked about finding a way to negotiate, but he was just giving things to benefit the U.S. He has not given a way to benefit Mexico in any way, and it is important that for the solution to this situation is that Donald Trump needs to have either be with Enrique Peña Nieto or our next president and find a way for not just to have this treaty maybe or this agreement to be canceled, but for it to be reestablished and find a better way to help all of the people that are involved in it in all of the countries. I think this is the best solution for this situation, and it will show a great and a more positive situation for the economy, both for Mexico and the U.S. I've also have heard a lot of debates on where they think that Donald Trump is just going towards the racism, and he is not trying to take into consideration on how this is not just political, but also in a way trying to harm Mexico. And I really believe that that is two different things. I think that he shouldn't have to have politicals and racism or social things to be involved. I think that is the way that all presidents should work, on having those two things separated, and also to not just think on what is best for him and his country, but also with the other people he is interacting. Like we did say, this is an international agreement, and it's just not what's best for the U.S., but also for Mexico. I thank you so much for your attention, and I thank you so much for listening. And if you have any comments or doubts, I'll be more than glad to answer. I hope you enjoyed this essay, and I hope you have a great afternoon.